Well, good morning. It's good to be with you on this Tuesday morning. Hope all is well for you as we begin this wonderful week together. It's great to not begin as we continue in this week together. Hope you are all doing great today. I wanted to today we'll be reading from Luke's Gospel, continuing Luke 14. Just actually two verses, but that are very interesting. Remember, as we talked about, Jesus is dealing with the Pharisees and the teaching that they had, and Jesus is unpacking key points about pride and power and humility and things such as that. So let's read Luke 14:34 and 35. Salt is good, but if salt has lost its taste, how can its saltiness be restored? It is fit neither for the soil nor for the manure power. They throw it away. Let anyone with ears hear to listen. So we see him talking about salt. Salt is a constant thing in the scriptures. Remember one of the things Jesus describes us as is that we are the salt of the earth. We are salt and light. We are supposed to make a difference. We are salt and light in the world. And so Jesus here says that he says if you're the salt, salt is good, but if it's lost its taste, how can the saltiness be restored? What do you do with that? And so that made me think about a sermon I heard years ago at a conference, and it stuck with me for, golly, I must have heard it over a decade ago. I heard it at a Order of the Flame, which is a conference for United Methodist that are younger, back when I was young, uh, about evangelism and the missions, and they had a Bible teacher come in and teach, and she taught about salt and what salt means. I never forget the point she made. She said in Jesus' time, salt had two primary focuses, and that we as Christians should seek to have these similar focuses as well. In Jesus' day, salt was used for two things. One is for seasoning or flavoring, and the second is for preservation. And so, salt, if it loses its taste, how can it be restored? Salt enhances the flavors. Salt makes food taste better. It is a seasoning agent. So you put salt on food to enhance the flavor, to make things taste better. And so salt has that purpose. It makes things taste better. Salt is good for making things better. As Christians, we should enhance things. Everywhere we go as Christians should be a better place because we're there. Our families should be better because we're part of the family. Our jobs should be better because we're working at that place of employment. Our communities should be better because we're part of the community. Your school should be better because you are at that school. Like our job as Christians is to be salt, which means that we should be making things better. That as agents as salty agents, if you will, um, we should be working to bring out the best wherever we are. And that's true. Do we make the world a better place? I was preaching Sunday on Barnabas, and the world does not want for critics, does it? The world does not want for individuals that tear down. The world does not want for people who complain. We have plenty of those, don't we, in the world? We have plenty of folks who can find something to complain about, don't we? We have plenty of folks who can find something about the world to show how bad it is. You got to do is look around, look online, look on Facebook. You can find someone complaining about the way of the world. That's what we need are more folks like Barnabas, who was a son of encouragement, who believed in people. The world needs more people like Barnabas. We need more sons and daughters of encouragement. We need more people to be salt, to make the world better, to make things better, to make life better, to make everything better, to bring out the best. And so ask yourself today, do you make your context better? Do you bring out the best and wherever it is you find yourself. The second thing that um, salt did in this Bible study we were part of was it talked about how salt preserved. That salt was a preserving agent. You put salt in things, you put salt in it to make it last longer in days before refrigerators and days before ways to preserve things. Salt was the main preservative. Salt kept things healthy and good. Salt preserved. It got rid of decay. It kept things, you know, able to be used. Do we preserve what is good in the world? As Christians, not just do we make the world better with actions, but do we hold fast to that which is good, true, and noble? Do we preserve what is good? Um, not all of the traditions of the past were good, but in a world that's gotten so busy, do we preserve the notion of being good neighbors? In a world where so much is done through email or texting, do we still have conversations with people? Frankly, in a world where it's easy for us to sit behind our keyboards and type and attack people with whom we disagree, do we still have face-to-face conversations with individuals with whom we disagree? That we should be preserving whatever it is in the world that is good. That we should be working to make the things that are worthwhile still there. So salt does a lot of good in the world. I love salt. I'm a big fan. If I ever have blood pressure, I'm in for a world of hurt because man, I love the taste of salt. I like salty sweet stuff. I like when you mix it together. But salt does much good for the world, and it's a very valuable resource. So when Jesus tells us that we should be salt, then we have a lot to do. But likewise, here he says, but what if it loses its saltiness? What if it loses what it contributes? And so for us as Christians, that should be a concerning point as well. That we keep true in us our desire to be good salt, and to keep our desire to keep living into these things. We don't want to lose that. So I think it's good for us to have checks to make sure that we haven't lost our saltiness, to make sure that we still are salty, to make sure that we still are making a difference in the world, and that because of us, because of our life, because of what we do, because of who we are, because of our discipleship, we are making the world a better place. We are enhancing that which is good in the world. And likewise, we are working to preserve that which is good in the world and keeping true these things that are good. So work to be salt today. No matter where you find yourself today, work to be salt, work to enhance, and work to preserve that which is worth preserving. So Jesus has some good stuff, and so now tomorrow we're going to get into chapter 15 of Luke, and I don't know if you are familiar. We'll talk about it tomorrow, but chapter 15 of Luke is the parable of those things which are lost: lost sheep, lost coins, and lost brothers. So a lot to unpack in the coming days. We'll probably spend a lot of time in some of these beloved parables. So thanks for being with us today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to picking up with Luke chapter 15 with you tomorrow. Have a great day.